Hello students, good morning to all. So today we will continue our discussion of lesson 1, that is the internet basics, and today we will discuss about the advantages of the blogs and disadvantages of the blog. So about the blog, we have studied in the last class that blog is a website or web page in which the individual records their opinions or links to other sites on the regular basis, and the blog is written frequently and added in a chronological order. It's written online and visible to everyone. Okay. So this blog combines text, images, and links to other web blogs and media related to its topic. See what are the advantages of the blog. So it helps you to pen down your thoughts on anything that is of your interest, and also there is no time constraint in the blogging. Blogger do not require more efforts to write the articles for his or her blog. It is easy and quick to update or add new post. People can leave the comments on your blog. It increases the blog revenue. Blogs can be set up quickly, and it is all about being social. So it is easy to set up as one does not require the technical knowledge for handling the blog, does not need the technical knowledge, and quick to add and update the new post. People can write the comments on a blog, which can prove to be motivational for them. Now the disadvantage. So recognition of your talent can be a slow process over the blog. The common problem of the full-time blogger is the isolation from society. They become isolated from the society, and initially the traffic can be quite low for your blog, so your approach should be the optimistic, so that after some time, after some years, some your number of visitors, number of readers will increase. Mostly people love blogging, but they don't fix a source of income. So some choose freelance writing job for earning money, and few chooses to depend on their parents to fulfill the need of money. So so while writing, you need to be thoughtful and unbiased. Another thing, otherwise it may have a negative impact on the readers. So people can sometimes prove to be rude if there are comments made which may disappoint you. You need to be very active and disciplined as a blogger. Okay. If the blogger get ill, they don't get time to update their blog, and it ultimately results in the loss of blog income and traffic. So the number of readers will decrease. Now another is the news group. So news group is an online discussion forum from where the persons can share and discuss on a particular topic from personal to professional, and the subscribers can exchange the text messages, images, videos, and other digital media. So people from different locations post articles here which all the other subscribers of the news group can read and respond to, and the collection of these messages and responses on the topic or question from a thread which is displayed in a chronological order by the data posting. So the newsreader software is used to read and post these messages. The newsreader, what is this newsreader? Newsreader is a program. Newsreader is a program that runs on your computer and connects you to a news server on the internet. So this news group is an online discussion group that allows the interaction through electronic bulletin board system and chat sessions. So you can simplify the selection of the suitable news group. They are divided into the subject classification, that is the REC, recreation and entertainment topic. You can use the news topic, matter related to the functionality, SCI, science related topics, social topics, social subcultures, and computer related topics. A new group is a worldwide platform for exchanging its content, ideas, and information by common minded people. The interest should be common, so that number of persons will be uh, added to your news group site. So common interest person only subscribe your this news group channel. So news group contents are stored on a special server called the NNTP servers. So this news group channels data are stored, contents are stored on the network news transfer protocol. The groups can be either moderated, where a person or group decides which posts will become a part of the discussion, or unmoderated, where everything posted is included in the discussion. What are the advantages of the news group? News group is similar in some ways to mailing list, but it has a better structure. It is easier to access a news group. You will be able to find the frequently asked questions section on a news group, which is always helpful for those who are not sure of certain things. and it is free to subscribe and post, nothing charge you have to pay. Disadvantage: a news group is not as quick as the email or even a mailing list. The information on news group is submitted by people who may have no real idea of what they are talking about. And the third, it is not user friendly and the risk of virus is very high. So how you can use a news group? So for using a news group, first of all you have to for using a news group, first of all you have to open any news group site. Example, you can use www.reddit.com and you have to create the account on it. So log into your account, you will get the homepage of the news group website. As you can see in the figure 1.7 of your book, that homepage will open. So type the desired topic. For example, computer language is type here in the search bar located at the top of the window and press the enter key. So you will find a list of groups related to the search topic, means computer. Many groups you will find which are discussing over the computer topic. Browse the list and select the desired group, which group you want to join. After that, click on the join button displayed adjacent to the name of the group. So in front of the group on the right side, join button will be there. If you click on the join, you will be joined to that group. After completing the joining process, you will become a member of this group. Now click on the name of the group to open the link. News group page will be open. Now you can read the latest news published in this group. And also you can create the new post by clicking on the create post. A new window create post will open and you type the desired message. As you can see figure 1.10. Type the desired message in the text box and click on post. That message will be posted. So the subscriber of this group can read your message by clicking on its title. They can also reply to this post by using the reply button. Okay, so now today we have completed this lesson 1. So this question answers of lesson 1 I will post on the school website on the study material tomorrow. So in the next class we will start the internet services. What? Internet services. Now some remaining things are there which I will discuss some about the protocols. That is the see here HTTP protocol. Okay, so for what purpose this protocol is used? To send the HTTP request to the server. If you want to fetch any web page from the web server, on the URL we type the HTTP request. So see this, it is the protocol used to transfer data over the www, and it defines how messages are formatted and transmitted and what actions should be taken by the web servers and browsers in response to various commands. So when you enter the URL in your browser, this actually sends the HTTP command to the web server, directing it to fetch and transmit the requested web page. The other main standard that controls how the World Wide Web works is HTML, which covers how web pages are formatted and displayed. And this HTTP is a stateless protocol because each command is executed independently without any knowledge of the command that came before it. As you can see here, this is the HTTP client, which is the web browser, sends the HTTP request message to the HTTP server, that is the web server. Now a web server getting the request, search for the request, means HTML file, and transfer that HTML file, transmit the HTML file over the network with the as a HTTP response. This is called the response of the server, HTTP response message. Now the browser receiving this HTML file, execute it and create a web page for you, and it will display on the screen. This is the HTML language, hypertext markup language. In this HTML we create the web page or website. It is used for designing the web pages. You can see this markup language is a set of markup that is called the angular brackets. Every command is written inside the angular bracket, which tells the web browser how to display a web pages in words and image for the user. Each individual markup code is referred to as element or tag. So inside this, whatever is written, that is called the tag. So the text placed between a pair of angular brackets defines the HTML element. HTML elements has two properties, attributes and content. So attributes tells about how the content will be displayed on the screen, that is the attributes. Attributes are used to apply the desired style on the text, and content refers to the text that you want to display on the browser. So whatever the text, message, image you want to display on the screen on the web page, that is designed, that is controlled by the attributes only. When a web page is opened in a web browser, then the formatted content is displayed. So okay, this is all for the today, students. In the next class, we'll discuss the new chapter, internet services. So thank you for your kind attention.